Hello again everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We are back here in Skyhold and we are going to go and sit in Judgement now, I believe, since we have an option. I don't know who we're judging. I assume it's someone who was helping Florian at the ball.
First, this wasn't my idea. It is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and...
What? Sorry, did I...
Halam Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes formerly controlled by Duchess Florian.
Oh, okay.
Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
Unusual, but still serious, yes.
There is worth and weight in every judgment, no matter how unusual.
It's a box.
That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is an odor.
Yeah, can we maybe just deal with this? There's a precedent.
Strangely enough, something similar happened to an uncle of Emperor Leandra II. His trade routes were returned to the reigning monarch. Why don't we just follow suit?
A wise choice.
Yeah.
Thank you for making it.
You're welcome. No need to plod on too much with that, with a corpse just rotting away in front of us inside the main hall. Right. Anyway, let's go and talk to everybody else. We spoke to Josephine. Varric looks like he has a quest for us. Who's that with him?
Inquisitor?
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Oh, Bianca. Like the crossbow.
Your name is Bianca.
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
Yeah, Bianca's a nicer name, definitely.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Yeah, true. It's a pleasure.
Any friend of Varric's is welcome here.
Be careful saying things like that. Some of his friends you don't want to meet. Well, maybe you do. Who am I to judge?
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
Ooh.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
Ooh, okay.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the Deep Roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Fair.
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important.
Oh,
What
this
matters
is
we know where they are
this
now.
is the expedition where from Dragon Age 2, isn't it? The one which Varric's brother went to. Yeah, okay. Well, the one that his brother organized and then decided to betray us all, and because he found a fucking red lyrium statue or relic or whatever the hell the thing was.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found.
Ah.
I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
You can get there from Orlais. It's a long way to the free marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
True. Yeah, we should shut this down.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source,
We
Corypheus
can't
is
let
that
a
much more powerful.
constant sort of red
I couldn't
lyrium
agree
be
more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting
What's
it
the word
down,
I'm looking
you've got
for?
my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long,
Untapped? No.
I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's
Unchecked,
not going
that's
to be
it.
trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
I certainly will, Varric. Thank you for that. I do appreciate that. Well, shit. And to Valamar. That's to the point. Anything else from Varric?
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for
Why?
years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
Nice. Oh, no, we can't ask that.
About that lead of yours, Varric.
Sure. The sooner we take care of it, the better.
Do you think this lead of hers is real?
Bianca's too much of a researcher to pass me information without verifying it first. But if you're asking whether she'd lie to us, maybe set us up, it's possible. Not likely, though. She risked the wrath of the guild coming in person. A message would have sufficed. Whatever she found in that entrance shook her up. That worries me.
Okay.
Carry on.
Very well, then. So, who else have we got to speak to? We've got a massive personal quest mounting up here. Solus.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
Glad you liked it.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits, broken promises, half-truths. It is a palace full of motivation, and motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
Oh, yeah, what happened to Briala?
I hope you know that I didn't turn over Briala lightly. If I'd had another option.
What? Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves.
That's mildly racist, actually.
Sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Okay. That's tragic.
Your people have lost so much of their history and culture. To not even think of yourself that way.
I think of myself as me. That's all I've ever needed. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
I still want to help them, yeah.
Even if we couldn't help Briala, I hope we can make life better for Elysian.
I mean, we could have reconciled Briala and...
That'll do for a start. It speaks well of you to feel for the oppressed. Help them for that. Know them for what they are, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears.
Exactly. Yeah, we could have reconciled Celine and Briala, but,
I'd be interested in hearing your opinions on elven culture.
Perhaps you could ask Sarah. She has opinions.
you don't seem to like
You
her.
don't much care for Sarah, do you?
I pity her. Although I imagine she would detest that. Perhaps in truth, I envy her. She has a purity of purpose that I lack. I have observed too much and done too little. What do you wish to know?
I'd like to know more about the elves from before our time.
The Dalish strive to remember Halam Shiral. But Halam Shiral was merely a fumbling attempt to recreate a forgotten land.
Arlathan.
Elvanan was the empire, and Arlathan its greatest city. Place of magic and beauty, lost to time.
You've studied ancient elves. What else do you know of Arlathan?
We hear stories of them living in trees, and imagine wooden ramps or Dalish aerovels. Imagine instead spires of crystal twining through the branches, palaces floating among the clouds. Imagine beings who lived forever, for whom magic was as natural as breathing. That is what was lost.
That's a lot that
I'd
got
like
destroyed.
to know more about the Dalish elves.
It is a mistake to think of the Dalish as a single group. They have lived as separate clans for centuries now. As a consequence, each clan has learned, interpreted, and forgotten different parts of elven history. Some trade freely with humans, or adopt city elves who flee the alienages. Others attack humans on sight.
What can you tell me about elves living in human cities?
The culture in alienages or among the slaves of Tevinter is like any of the impoverished and powerless. They cling to memories of a better past, and practice a few rituals to distinguish themselves from humans.
Is elven magic different from the magic used by humans?
No and yes. Magic is magic, just as water is water, but it can be used in different ways. Dalish magic is more practical, not needing chantry approval, although they still frown on blood magic. Superstition. Much of it is more subtle. A legacy from when elves were immortal.
Legends of elven immortality. Did they use magic to increase their lifespan?
No. It was simply part of being elven. The subtle beauty of their magic was the effect, not the cause of their nature. Some spells took years to cast. Echoes would linger for centuries, harmonizing with new magic in an unending symphony. It must have been beautiful.
It sounds beautiful.
You said that the censure against blood magic was a superstition.
I did. It's fortunate Cassandra is not within earshot. Most modern cultures forbid blood magic. Publicly, even Devinter disapproves of it. But as I said, magic is magic. It matters only in how it is used.
It's not good, but when used in certain ways, it's not the worst.
To be honest, I don't see it as different from any other magic. It's a means to an end.
Indeed. The problem is that under the chantry, blood magic is forbidden, so only criminals practice it. While in Tevinter, magisters compete with each other, instead of keeping their volatile friends in check. They always succeed through power, so they have never had the chance to learn another way.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
He's a very knowledgeable man, isn't he, Solus? Bit strange, but knowledgeable at the same time. The stairs are this way, aren't they? Yes, they are. I'll see if Dorian, Liliana, etc. have got anything. Dorian! Oh,
You
cutscene.
have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
What are you looking for?
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
You? I rather doubt that. Apologize.
The
That was
shock.
unworthy. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
We found a lot of things by
What's this
Genitivi.
about, Dorian?
What else could it be about? What happened at Adamant, of course. We went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
We lost talk, yeah.
Org is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That any of us made it out alive is difficult to believe. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison,
I was lucky, yeah.
You're right. I was fortunate.
indeed. Although there is cause for concern. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
I agree, yeah.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Good luck, Dor. The name of our enemy. Oh, we can... Oh, so there's a chance we can find it. Okay.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
So many options to be romantic with Dorian. It's brilliant. You missed that?
That's something you actually miss.
Who wouldn't? All the drama, the scandal, the petty maneuverings. Back home, we engage in social affairs with the grim intensity of war. When blood is spilled, the battle is won. Less fun when you're the target, but to watch. My, Yes. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair.
That's enough.
I should go.
Naturally.
Fiona.
I'm told you gave the Grey Wardens another chance, Inquisitor. Would I have done the same, I wonder? Forgiveness can be difficult. I hope the Order values what you've done and gives you no reason to regret it.
I bloody hope so.
You were once.
Oh no, we've already spoken to her about this.
Norman, so I was sent to the Circle of Magi. The first Warden...
Everything as well?
I trust everything.
There have been a few scuffles with your Templars, but overall, it is going well.
Good, good.
I'll leave you to it.
Right, Elizabeth?
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Turn in research. No creature, right? Okay, well, I thought we'd have had something, but apparently not. Right, air?
Training will continue when your duties allow.
Okay. Oh, that's the assassin, isn't it? Yeah. Liliane, can I... yeah, Liliana, here we go.
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
I tried to save her, yeah.
Demons tore her from me. I couldn't stop them.
So you had no time to think, only to act. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
Sorry, but no.
I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it.
There are no answers in the Fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
That's sad. Can't blame yourself, Liliana.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
What do you want? Yeah.
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
I'll help if I can.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing.
At this point, probably
the
yes.
Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Gorifius wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
We'll find one eventually. Oh god, there's still another one.
A message from Divine Justinia.
What? Are you alright?
That's a shock. You all right reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am.
How did you find
This
that?
message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Do you know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
We can't say that.
Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the chantry there for many years before she became the divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
Whatever you need, yep.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Okie dokie. Join Liliana at the chantry in Valence.
I expected the hero
Whoa.
Ferelden to be at Adamant, but he was not with the other wardens. He studied the Blight after killing the Archdemon, and may know something that could help us.
Yeah, where is
If
he?
you like, I can have agents look for him.
Good idea.
That sounds like a wise choice.
I'll make preparations in the war room. Now, was there anything else?
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Morrigan.
What do you
Oh
know of
yeah.
Morrigan?
Liliana will know Morrigan.
She used to be so disagreeable, cruel. She said things just to hurt people.
Yeah.
Now the sharp edges have worn away. Perhaps it was Kieran. He seems so normal.
Kieran?
Like any other little boy.
Is that what her
And so
son was called?
polite. Not that I was expecting anything else. I mean, never mind.
Yes, and Kieran must be her son.
Later.
You know where I am.
Contact the hero for Elden Operation is available. So we can find our guy from Dragon Age Origin. There's so much to do. Good lord, there's far too much to do. What's this? Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we've already seen this. So I think we are going to end this episode here as well. Next episode we'll check with our other companions. We need to speak to Vivienne, Morrigan, Cole, Cullen, and we need to find Cassandra and Blackwell as well, because they're not on their usual places on the map, which is odd. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I shall catch you all in the next episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. Thanks again, guys. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.